To take or not to take? That's the question many people have been asking about vitamin supplements. Well, that question has been debated ever since vitamins were found to be necessary to life. These are substances that must be provided by the diet because the body cannot make them. And we have to have them because they prevent certain diseases. For example, if you don't have enough vitamin C, you get scurvy. Not enough vitamin D, you get rickets. Not enough niacin, and you get pellagra. Inadequate vitamin A intake, and you have visual problems. Well, because these conditions can be almost magically cured by taking vitamins, researchers and the public have been asking the question, could these vitamins do something other than just prevent these diseases? It's a very interesting question because one can conceive that biochemically these chemicals can play an important role in the body. In any case, many studies have explored this possibility, but the results are inconclusive. Why? Because it's very difficult to design nutritional studies such as would be required, because you'd have to have two groups of people, one taking the vitamins, the other taking a placebo, and you'd have to follow them for a long period of time, and the only difference between the two groups is only whether they're taking supplements or not. They would have to have the same activity pattern, same diet, etc. This is very difficult to do. Nevertheless, there have been a number of studies carried out, and the results have been kind of ambivalent. And in fact, just earlier this year, a very large study which pooled together all of the previous ongoing trials by the US Preventive Task Force, and they came to the conclusion that there was no benefit to be had when it comes to cancer or heart disease. These are the most explored conditions with these supplements. In fact, they even noted that taking beta carotene and vitamin E supplements can, under certain conditions, even be harmful. On the other hand, we now have a study reported in the Journal of the Alzheimer's Association that investigated over 2,000 subjects who were asked to take a daily multivitamin supplement, and they were compared to a group who was taking extracts of chocolate, because there has been some previous evidence that flavonoids in cocoa can have an effect on cognition, and there was also a control group that took neither. And the results were pretty interesting. It turned out that the daily multivitamin, multimineral supplement had some effect on cognition. And this was determined by interviewing people over the telephone and giving them certain cognitive and memory tests. The researchers suggest that there has been a slowing down of cognitive decline, and that the subjects who took the supplements gained about 1.8 years in terms of slowing down the decline. It's very difficult to know which of the components of the supplement played a role here, because there were 30 components. Besides the vitamins and minerals, there was also lutein and lycopene, and we can't even conjecture by what mechanism these may have been acting. In any case, I mean, the results were interesting, although it's hard to know whether or not they have any practical importance. Does a cognition test administered over telephone translate to anything of practical importance? Hard to say. What we can say is that we should be emphasizing a diet of fruits and vegetables and whole grains, because then we don't have to worry about any kind of vitamin or mineral deficiency. Undoubtedly, the company that partially funded this research, the Mars company, was not happy with the result that chocolates had no effect on memory. But on the other hand, the company that donated the samples of vitamins, that was the Pfizer Corporation, was very happy, because I think we'll probably see a boost in sales of these supplements. And already in North America, vitamin supplements have about $35 billion a year in sales. That's not pocket change. But it seems that chocolate is not going to do much for our cognition and memory. But yeah, what the hell. still tastes good. And that's our cup of joe.